Hey guys, and welcome back to Well, That Escalated Quickly. I know that I have been like the worst with getting these out on time, but life is lifing. I'm pretty sure everyone fucking understands that. But anyway, right now I'm getting ready for work. And let me just say, we all know how I feel about fall, right? It's my favorite fucking time of year, and we actually have fall weather. I'm pretty fucking excited about that. So yeah, getting ready, doing my hair. It's 8:30 in the morning. I feel like I've been up for 17 hours already. But, you know, we're here. We're here, we're thriving. It's gonna be a good day. You know, stay positive. Anyway, so as of late, I've been trying to really work on, like, social media. So those of you who are big into social media, I'm not gonna lie, I do post on social media. I just find it really hard to, like, post every day like some people. Like, there's people I fucking follow on TikTok and, like, Instagram who post, like, not only every day, but, like, multiple times a fucking day. Like, how do you do that? How do you have a family and work and, I don't know, do shit, like, they have to get done in a day and still have shit to post? Like, I get that some people, like, will pre-plan their social media posts, but I just, like, as much as I try, I don't have that much to, like, post. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing the whole social media thing wrong. I'm not sure. But, like, I feel like I just could never have that amount of media to just post. So, and unfortunately for me, as a hairstylist, social media is kind of like the fucking bread and butter, you know? Like, I know there's a lot of industries that thrive off of social media because everyone's on social media now. But, like, for me, in, like, my industry, like, that's how we get new clients. That's how, like, that's basically our public portfolio, right? And I'm just, like, the worst at it. And, like, also I know that I need to, like, have professional photos done and, like, do, like, my branding shoot. And I just, like, I have so many visions for it that, like, I still haven't done it. Like, I think my headshot was taken when I was pregnant with my son. So, not last year, but was it last year? Yeah, like the beginning of last year. And now it's time for new ones because I don't exactly look the same. So, I mean, I don't know if anyone can really fucking relate to that, but that's my current issue. So, one of the things I'm going to be working on today, because in the reality of being a hairstylist, there are days where you don't necessarily have anything. For those of you who follow hairstylists on fucking TikTok or Instagram, they make their day look fucking full all the time. Sometimes that's not a reality. So, today is going to be a pretty slow day for me. So I think it's going to consist of a lot of social media planning, which, I'm not going to lie, it sucks that it's a slow day. But at the same time, it's kind of good because then it gives me the time to sit back and kind of, like, plan that shit. So, I will be doing that. And I think I might be taking, like, a different route with some of my videos because I do not only have, like, my hairstylist shit. I do have social media for the podcast. I do have social media for my book. I have my own personal social media that I would like to just, you know, post more on. So that's going to be my fucking day. And, like, maybe come up with different ways to go about posting, or, like, come up with different ideas of what to post. So that's going to be my day today. And I'm actually kind of, you know, pretty excited that I have the time to sit down and plan shit without having, like, my kids running around. Like, I love my kids, but sometimes I just can't focus because there's always that one random, hey, mom, mommy, as my daughter would say, mother, you know, just that random shit. So I feel like when I have my downtime at work, it's like the best time to like plan that. And just, it gives me the silence, the peace that I need. And then also it's my creative environment too. So, but anyway, I figure while we're discussing my job, we could talk about some of the more chaotic times I've had in the industry, which sometimes I question, how the fuck did I even make it out of that situation, and how am I still here? So, I once worked at hair cuttery, actually not that long ago, and in my interview, I told them that I did not know how to cut men's hair, because honestly, in cosmetology school, they really, at least the one I went to, they didn't really fucking teach that. They're like, okay, this is how you hold a clipper, and that's it. We did a basic, like, men's haircut, I think just for show, to be honest. But anyway, so if you've, see, I used to go to a hair cuttery, like, a long time ago, but, like, for my hair. I never knew that was, like, a big spot for fucking men's haircuts. So, like, I'm honest with them, tell them I don't know how to do men's hair, but I'm very comfortable with everything for women's hair. Except for, like, shorter haircuts. So, obviously, I'm not comfortable with short haircuts and, like, clipper work. Okay, so we're not going to call it men's and women's because you can get whatever the fuck you want. So, basically, that's what I tell them. I'm good with everything else, just not shortcuts and clipper cuts, okay? My first fucking client that they have me take, guess what it was? Guess what kind of haircut it was. You're right, it was a fucking clipper cut, okay? The one thing I fucking told you I didn't know how to do. It was a younger guy that came in, of course, and I'm like literally looking at my boss and I'm like, okay, so I told them that I didn't know how to do clipper cuts like that. I know how to do very basic ones. Now, mind you, the guy who came in had like a mop on top of his head and was like, yeah, I just need like a whole new cut. Like, it's been a long time since I had a haircut. So now, not only are we talking about a clipper cut, we're talking about a whole reworking of a mop that hasn't been fucking touched in who knows how fucking long, okay? Now I'm really irritated. My boss is gonna tell me, fake it till you make it. I was like, okay. Yeah. Tried to fake it as long as I could. I don't think he believed that I knew what I was doing because I had a hard time faking it because I was shitting my fucking pants, okay? Literally shitting my pants because I had no idea what to do. I didn't want to fuck this guy's head up. He had a lot of hair. If I made one fucking... He was gonna notice, okay? That's just my point. He was gonna notice if I fucked it up. There was gonna be no hiding it because his hair was so long. He grew it out for so long. This man was gonna notice if I fucked it up. So, I'd say about an hour in, the girl next to me, who was also the assistant manager, offered me some help. And I will forever be grateful for that. She's like, oh, you just really need help to blend the sides in. And like, here, I'll show you. And the guy's like, can we just hurry up? I just want to be done. I don't care how it looks. I just want to be done. She goes, okay, it's only going to take a few minutes. So she blends the sides up. And it looks great, right? So now I know I'm not a total fuck up. I just don't know how to, like, blend a clipper cut like that, okay? So at least I had, like, the idea down. That's all that fucking counts, right? So we walk up to the front, me and him, and time to check out. I pull up his thing, and I'm like, okay, it's going to be $30. What do you mean it's $30? I've never paid more than $10. I said, okay. Well, see, at this point, I'm not going to fucking argue with you because I did just have you in my chair for an hour and a half, but what I'm not going to tolerate is you being a fucking prick. Because you can be upset and still not be a fucking asshole. So, I look in his account. I look at the last time he was there, which was 2 years prior. And he paid, guess what? $30. Okay? I don't know where he thought he was going for a $10 haircut, but it's nowhere. I can tell you, literally, nowhere is charging you $10 for a haircut. Anyway, he swore he paid $10 last time he was there. And I'm like, no, it's $30. So he paid the $30 on his credit card and threw a $10 bill at me and walked out. Well, thank you for the tip, sir. Like, didn't even give me the opportunity for the tip. Thank you for the practice on your fucking head, but you didn't have to be such a fucking douchebag. So, there was also, like, a teenager in there. I think she was, like, 18 years old. And she was like, dude, who fucking raised you? Because they should be ashamed. Like, just if you're broke, say that. Like, he had a whole team of people behind me that were coming for him because he was that much of a fucking asshole. Anyway, needless to say, it was maybe about a week later. No, he didn't come back into the salon. But I happened to see him at the grocery store that's right across the street from where I was working. And he was mean mugging me the whole time. And I walked up to him and I'm like, I'm sorry, but do you have a fucking problem? Because, you know, I'm not on the fucking clock now. I don't have to fucking be nice to you now we're in fucking public. Anyway, it got to the point where he got escorted out because fuck you. So, if you haven't realized by now, if you've been listening to all my episodes, I'm very confrontational. And I'm okay with that. I know that about myself. And it's the world that has a fucking problem with it. And like, as my husband would say, is I am overly blunt and extremely aggressive. Okay? So, for all my parents listening that have seen the movie K-pop Demon Hunters like 20 million fucking times, you know exactly where that comes from. My husband describes me as Mira because we're the same apparently. But yeah, so I'm down for a nice good argument from time to time. There's a few times where I will physically put my hands on someone, but I will argue and I will have the last fucking word. Because I'm not gonna, one thing about me is I'm not gonna argue with you unless I know that I'm right and I know that I'm gonna win, because that's just who I am. You know, most of us want to win a fucking argument anyway. So don't shit on me for that, because that's just me. So yeah, how am I still here? I'm not sure. I think I just love doing hair. It's like, it's my calling. I don't know. I feel like even though I've had bad times in the industry, I've also had like some of the greatest. Like, it's very rewarding. Like, more recently, I had this woman come in, and she was just like a walk-in, and she was like the sweetest lady ever. She was like so excited for her appointment. As we're sitting there coloring her hair, she basically told me I had full creative control over her color. She did tell me like what she likes, what she doesn't like, and I went and did her hair color based off of that. The person who did her hair before, I don't know what happened. I will never talk shit about another stylist, but she tried to do something and the execution was just not there. So, you know, I'm sure people have said that about me too at some point in my career, but, you know, so needless to say, the woman was not happy. Also a very sweet lady, because she never once said anything bad. She just like, I don't know what she tried to do. I'm not a fan. So as I'm talking to her, she's literally telling me that she's a widow. She was with her husband for 20 plus years. He just passed away. And how he's like the only man for her. And how she was getting her hair done because she was going on a trip to Naples and putting their homes that they had together up for sale. To which then she invited me to Naples to stay in one of her homes, which I thought was so sweet. Like, I'm a stranger, and you still invited me to come stay in your home so that me and my husband and my kids can take a vacation to Naples. But, like, so sweet. Such a sweet woman. And it was when she turned around and looked at her hair, because it was a surprise the whole time. I never faced her towards the mirror because I didn't want her to see what I was doing. So it was a surprise the whole time. She turned around, looked in the mirror, and she's like, I've never felt younger. And then proceeded to say she loved it about 25 times. And I was just so proud of that color, because I've never actually had someone tell me, like, you have full creative control over my hair color, because a lot of people are very picky and, like, they know what they want. This woman was just, I don't know, and she was telling me her life story, because as she was telling me her life story, like, basically it was touching, and I don't know, I just kind of, like, it was a feeling that I needed to do what I did, basically. I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's not a job for everyone, but it is the job for me, if that makes sense. So, it's not as, like, you know, people like to portray the beauty industry as being one thing, but I think it's the complete opposite. Because you have to wear a lot of hats doing it. Like, I'll be your best fucking therapist. I'll be your best friend. I will be your biggest hype man. I will listen to everything you tell me and ask you about it the next time you come back to see me. So, I mean, it's a lot of information, too. Like, to have to remember things about people, it's a lot. But you'd be surprised, like, how much of that information I actually retain. Like, I had one client, she's one of my regulars. She comes in every 4 weeks, and she's like, I literally don't know how you remember anything I told you 4 weeks ago. As much as, like, a year ago, when I first started coming to see you. And I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like, I have a special compartment in my brain, I swear, of, like, client information. And by that, I don't mean, like, phone numbers, emails. I mean, like, the shit they tell me. The name of their animals. How many animals they have. What kind of animals they have. When their birthday is. What they like, what they don't like. What kind of coffee they drink. What kind of energy drinks they drink. What kind of soda they like. Okay, this is all shit that goes right in that little client department in my brain. Okay? But yeah, if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. And, you know, at first it doesn't, you don't do it for the money, you do it before, you know, because you love to do it. But, you know, eventually the money comes. That's going to be my advice to my hairstylists that are, or my future hairstylists, I should say. You know, you do it because you love it. Be one of the people who do what you love, so that when you wake up in the morning, it's not like, oh, I have to go to work. It's like, okay, I'm excited to get ready for my fucking day. Okay? Like me, I don't think I've ever woken up and, like, was like, yeah, I'm excited to go to work. Or, like, doing my hair and my makeup for work. But now, I mean, yes, I have to do my hair and my makeup for work now, because obviously I'm in the fucking beauty industry, so it'd be dumb if I didn't. But, on the other hand, I'm just saying, like, I wake up in the morning when I have to work and, like, have the motivation because I love what I do. Even if people are fucking rude sometimes. And for all you little negative Nancys out there that like to fucking complain about things, take a step back, because life is fucking short. Stop bitching and complaining about everything. Suck it up, princess, and fucking deal with it. And try being fucking nice. Maybe you'll get further in life. Just saying. Anyway, that's basically what I have for you today. Just like 20 minutes of me talking about my job. I know it's not like the greatest conversation, but this is what you get for fucking today, okay? This is what you get. You never know what you're gonna get with me. I'm fucking random as shit, okay? So, reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, okay? Email me at thatescalatedpodcast@gmail.com. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about. If you have a story you want shared, if you need advice, anything like that, reach out to me. Okay? I'm willing to share. I mean, I'm not fucking perfect. I give advice all the time. But is it the best advice? Probably not sometimes. But, like, if you need a devil on your shoulder, I'm your girl. Okay? So, reach out to me. Let me know. Also, I did forget to mention that I am now, my podcast is now live on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. So now I am everywhere. Well, almost everywhere. But I'm trying to be more accessible to people who, don't just use Spotify. So now, broadening the audience here. Okay? If you want to hear something specific, fucking let me know. I mean, I've had a few people reach out, and they're all like dating stories. Tell me about how you stole your mom's fucking car and crashed it. I don't give a fuck. Do something. Alright? So, that's what I got for you today. Until then, I'll be waiting to hear from you. Make sure you check me out on all my other platforms. But until next time, guys, have a great day.